You are now listening to Lipstick and Lies, the podcast, where we engage in honest, uncensored discussions about love, relationships, life misconceptions, social news, and the latest gossip. Hosted by Yola H, LA from the A, and SWAT Chick. Set your alarms to catch this vibe.
Yes, catch a vibe, baby.
Because every Wednesday, we're live at 9. Don't forget to visit our website at lipstickandlies.com for all streaming platforms, events, and updates. That's lipstickandlies.com. Now sit back and relax and get ready for Lipstick and Lies, the podcast.
Everybody lies.
Oh.
Hi. I can't see
Hello.
nothing. Hey guys. Happy Thursday. Happy Valentine's
It's Wednesday.
Day. Oh.
You saying Thursday? It's Wednesday.
Thursday.
It's Wednesday.
It's hump day, and y'all probably already started humping.
That probably look. Y'all better stop what you're
Y'all
doing.
probably, because
and
I'm about to
tune in.
ruin the image and the style that you used to. It look funny, but you all making money. You see,
The whole world, I hope
hey,
ready and gather round.
on the new fans in town. Amazon laid down
By the underground.
But we some rappers.
Hey, listen. Today is Wednesday. You could have been anywhere in the world,
But they what?
but you
you're
were
right here with us. Sis.
Right here.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Big
Valentine's
right
Day side. No, it ain't side chick.
Now, side day is tomorrow.
Is
I would do a
Is it?
special. You know what? Just pay attention to the page
Is
tomorrow. If
it?
you follow us on Facebook, pay attention.
Lord,
I'm going to
I'm
post something
nervous.
special.
I just did a whole.
you gonna say it, Barbara? It's Shirley.
Barbara Shirley.
You gonna say Barbara? This is Shirley.
It's
Tomorrow.
Shirley. It's Shirley Day tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow is Shirley Day.
You see the clothes on his back? I bought them.
What's wrong with them?
It's Shirley Day tomorrow.
Woman to woman.
It surely is.
If you ever
We
been in
chilling.
love,
We got us some wine.
Little drinky drink.
I have
then
red
you
wine.
would
They got those out.
know.
Got my pinky out.
Got
I don't
some
hit
strawberries and some strawberry cheesecake delights.
Yay.
Yes, they got the liquor. They got the
We
gifts.
got liquor and lies.
Look at that.
I like that.
Now,
Oh my
Yes.
goodness. I
Yes.
can't see nothing.
Are y'all ready? Oh, and who are you?
hungry.
Hey, you who? You Shirley and Barbara. What
I
did
am.
you say?
I said,
What did you say?
No.
who is she?
And then she said she both of them.
She said she hungry.
Oh, I am.
But
hungry
I was-
too.
that
I
was
asking you
trying
that.
to
But they say
segue.
cookies or they bread?
Anyway,
I was trying to segue for her to introduce herself.
here you go. I am LA from the A.
From the A.
Hey, hey,
And
hey,
yeah, I'm feeling great today.
hey.
I am
Some more.
SWAT Chick.
Southwest Atlanta chick. And it's your girl Yola Blanco, and I'm in the building. It's a 22.
It's a 22. But yeah,
AT said it's a 22.
so we're gonna talk about all things, I guess, relationship today. You know what I'm saying? Because listen.
So you don't want to go into what I said, what I had said.
Oh yeah, we can go into
Because it's not. You know.
The whole thing.
Well,
I'm
I just want to
I'm
say,
sorry.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Today is about love.
Is it?
Love.
Why can't love be a everyday? But anyways, I digress.
And that's what I want to know. Is it a problem if your mate doesn't do anything special for you or acknowledge Valentine's Day if you're in a relationship? That's what I want to know. That's my question.
That's your question.
That's my question.
My answer is, do we do stuff every other day? Because that's important. Because if you choose, it's just like Christmas to me.
Right.
If you don't buy me nothing for 364 days, you better buy me something on this one day. But if you buy me stuff 365, then okay, I'm here for it. Yay!
Okay.
You better
Yes. What What y'all doing? My number one. That's what I'm talking about.
Do it again for T. Taylor. Do it so you can see.
What did you doing?
Spotlight. Oh, so we got to talk about that because you know the Super Bowl did
The
happen.
current event, Super Bowl. All right, let's talk about it.
let's
Get
talk
into the
about it.
Super Bowl.
Let's get into that Super Bowl thing.
I eat my little
Was there
cheese
any
steak delight.
song? First of all, I'm gonna address the elephant in the room.
What's the elephant?
Yeah, what is it?
Y'all know next year is gonna be for the whites.
Oh, it's every other year, you know.
The whites is next year.
The white team.
No, because y'all done had it 3 times in a row. It was Dre, Rihanna, Usher.
The whites is next year. Somebody gonna have something to say. Them whites is next year. So, with that being said,
I think this is
who y'all want to see?
Don't bring Taylor Swift. Listen, listen. I'm not a Swiftie, but listen, I don't have no problems with Taylor. I mean, she stays over there. But listen, I just want to know why we had to see her so much at the game. Every time Kelsey played,
He's the first white man in history to date a black woman and then go back to white.
but shout out to Kelsey because man, I bet you Kelsey is a great time because that
He
man
look like
said
a vibe.
you got a right to Paul. I was like, wait,
he do look like a vibe.
Hey,
he look like
he
a
look
vibe.
like a vibe.
Shout out to him.
He look like he get drunk and smash beer cans on his forehead. Listen, I am here for the shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
That is Kelsey.
It is what it is.
But
Went in on the coach, didn't
they did what?
It was the voiceovers for me. Them
he? Went in
voiceovers,
on the coach.
them voiceovers, he was saying, look, I got Taylor Swift out there in the crowd. If you don't throw me this ball, so I can get a touchdown.
But can we address Mahomes as being like for real? Because the whole season, nobody thought that Kansas City was gonna be there. Nobody. It was always the Ravens and the 49ers. The whole season.
Fuck all that.
I thought
Let's
he was right.
get into Usher. Was there any song that he didn't perform that y'all wanted him to perform?
I mean, can I be honest with y'all?
No.
Oh, okay. Because
Right.
I had kept myself quiet
Somebody
on
else
the
do it.
internet.
Somebody else do it.
Wow.
No, I want to know. What song did he not perform that y'all wanted him to
Nah,
perform?
but
I'm gonna ask y'all a question.
That
for
ain't
real.
what she about to talk about.
I'm gonna ask y'all a for real question.
What? Yola.
So y'all wasn't confused the first 3 minutes with them snippets. It was going by real fast.
Confused.
Listen to what?
Other performance.
Mm-mm.
It was moving a little
Was you
slow
not?
for me. I'm not.
You was on the not now.
But
Then.
I didn't. No.
He had
You
the Vegas,
sure?
he had the Vegas Showgirls. What you mean?
Right.
No. It was a lot
That's
going
fair.
on. It was a lot going on. But his song choices, I don't know. That was slow songs.
Oh, because he was going back and forth.
Yeah,
with
I was just like,
slow to fast,
baby,
slow
you
to
got
fast.
to be upbeat. This is the Super Bowl. We crunk. I don't know.
He ended it on a crunk.
He
note.
did. I'm not
That's
gonna
all
say
that
that.
matters.
And I loved it after that.
Rihanna's performance wasn't just.
I never said I liked the Rihanna performance.
Nah, I said my piece on Rihanna.
I don't think you should have slow songs playing at the Super Bowl.
Hey.
Charlene.
I don't think so. But okay, go on.
So-
I don't know you, Charlene, but hey.
Hey. So, to me, there was no comparison between last year and this year, but I will say no.
This year was way better.
For me, as an artist, the artist standpoint, it is better. And because I'm just ATL out up and down, like he did his thing. But this year I focused on him as the artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last year, my focus was more so on the dancers because Rihanna was not doing it for me. But her dancers, hands down,
Rihanna dancers.
the dancers, yes.
That was dope.
Those dancers
But Rihanna
were
put me to sleep.
impeccable. And I'm like, I could not keep my eyes off the dancers last year. This year, it was more of me focusing on Usher, the artist. Like the dancers,
Yeah.
yes, I'm always gonna see the dancers, but
Rihanna's song choices, she has way better of a catalog I liked her performance, but I just felt like the song choice.
If she didn't have the dances, her performance would have been trash.
Right, because she didn't perform. She didn't move.
She wasn't doing shit.
That's why I feel like her catalog. Rihanna has a very wide catalog, so because she wasn't moving about herself, she's got so many other songs that she could have picked.
You can't
But
come
we're
behind.
still looking for a performance. I mean, cut you off, but we still gonna look for a performance.
She wasn't able to perform because she was pregnant.
No,
that's not true. That's not true. And I'm gonna say that because I went to her I've been to her concert.
Was she pregnant?
No, she wasn't pregnant.
Okay.
And her concerts, in my opinion, was the same damn way with Les Dance. I was not entertained at her concert.
I wasn't.
Like, she was sitting in like one or two places and she whining. She would go on that side of the stage. She did not work the stage like she should have, not being pregnant. So I honestly was shocked when the performance that she did do for the Super Bowl, because like when I said her dancers was hands down impeccable, I'm just sorry. Her dancers carried that halftime.
They did.
The dancers, it was all the dancers. It wasn't even about the music. Them dancers, hands down, were just amazing. So,
but you know what? You can't come behind Dr. Dre, his performance the year before. We was up here on the 10, and then they brought us down here to a 2.
Right.
It was a 2.
Right. Hey, Kim.
He is an R&B singer.
He is an R&B singer, but he has crunk songs.
But he trained for that.
He should have. You didn't have to be at 7:00 on the dot. I seen the clock.
Who was the greatest of time R&B?
Not him. Chris Brown. Listen.
And it ain't Jacquees either.
It ain't Jacquees. I'm gonna have to say that boy Chris Brown, that boy R. Kelly,
all time,
all time. Man, Chris Brown is killing me.
I might have to agree with
I'm
Boosie.
still listening to Chris Brown first album.
I might have to agree with Boosie. If R. Kelly would have came out, then he would have had that
there
whole
you go.
crowd.
R. Kelly.
He would have had that whole crowd.
Just his music alone, R&B, hands down.
The love slide.
I like R. Kelly.
Yes.
I didn't boycott him. Everybody else did. You know what I'm saying?
But that's not even the point. We ain't talking about what he did. We're just talking about his music alone. I would definitely give it to R. Kelly.
I would have loved to see R. Kelly up there.
As far as
Chris Brown, now I promise you,
I would definitely give
Chris Brown gonna spend the money for the show. Chris Brown is a great performer too.
Yep.
Now it would have been fire if Usher would have brought him out to do New Flame. It would have been.
To do what?
That song New Flame they got together.
New Flame.
You gonna be my baby? You act like you don't know the song.
I ain't know the name of it.
She ain't no fan. You ain't no fan.
But that was all that happened. Is that all that happened last week? Since last
Super
week?
Bowl? Well, they were shooting at the parade. So they shooting. That ain't funny. Somebody got
what
killed.
else happened?
But
You so wrong.
Rick Ross. I had my Rick Ross baby mama shirt on the day I was eating her. No.
eating hibachi.
I was at work doing this all day.
The dude who made that song, if you don't put her in that video, because she piped your song all the way up. I wasn't even stunned that song that she did.
Hey, you can't even wear a white shirt. You can't wear a white button-up shirt without shimmying.
Eating hibachi? Look, like when that part come on, I don't even know what he be saying.
Definitely don't know.
I just know that part. I be around the house just humming it.
But now I feel like she just reaching
When
now.
boss up your life.
Now she just reaching. Now she just
Now
finding
she
shit to talk
realizes
about.
she got attention. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
and now sit down. Now you old and bitter.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. It done went to her head.
I'm over it. She sell it. She said, "I'm telling y'all, I'm doing promos. Now you gonna charge whatever to review somebody's song."
Mm-hmm.
And then Beyonce drops a country song, and I know
they won't play it on certain radio stations.
Hey, but listen, K. Michelle.
So here's the thing.
Michelle ain't entering into that. She said, "I'm happy for Beyonce. She gonna stay in her lane."
So I only heard one of Beyonce's songs, so
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard both of them. But in my opinion, I like K. Michelle's better because she actually sounds like a country singer. Where Beyonce just seems like she's singing just Beyonce, and she has a country track. You know what I'm saying? Like
Or maybe that wasn't the best song for her to drop.
She did not embody
Which one? Texas
the
Hold'em or
culture of
16
country music. You know
Both
what I'm saying? But that K Michelle, she did that.
And you know why? Because K Michelle is from Tennessee.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I can get how she feel about that. Not no more.
This girl, her name is Tanner Odell. She got this song. It's called Buckle Bunny. Google that. Y'all listen to that. But she is a country singer, and she has been referenced as being the Beyonce of country music. So I was like, it's a lot of people that are before Beyonce in this arena, and it's gonna just be an unfair leverage, and I didn't like that part because there's some people that's done the work in the country field, and Tanner Odell, she is one of them, and if Beyonce, she's like number 4 on Spotify with a country song. And then so it's just like the people are gonna just gravitate because it's Beyonce, and then they gonna overlook the Tanner Odells and the other people that were there before Beyonce, and I don't think that's fair. But hey,
if they played Nelly when Nelly did that song over and over again, I think about it. They played that.
He from Missouri though.
What they got to do with it?
That's the country too.
Man, okay.
We the country.
Okay.
Missouri is the country.
Missouri.
She's
from Show Me State. Show me something else than Sexy Red and okay. You know, and I'm.
But what happened to his tooth?
He didn't never say. He just said it got knocked out, and the way Ashanti was cracking up.
Oh, yeah.
I would laugh at that too.
I don't know. He got it fixed ASAP. I'm gonna tell you that because listen, I admire the way that they was able to laugh and giggle about him losing his tooth. Because at this point in my life, if I lose a tooth, I'm on the phone like this.
First of all,
why you gonna be sad?
Clearly,
it was a partial.
Number one.
And then it came out before.
And when she said,
"You lost it before,"
what a spell.
What a spell.
She said, "What a spell."
Yeah.
Now,
he tried to play it off if you caught that.
Right.
But that's love, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's love. Cause I dated a guy and he had took his teeth out because he had this.
What?
I can't. We too young for this. Listen.
But did he eat the box?
No, cause no.
Listen, that's gonna scare me. He put it on the dresser.
If you take your teeth out in my 30s, if you took your teeth out when I was in my 30s, I'm scared.
You take your teeth out now. I'm scared.
And put it on the nightstand next to his gun.
Hey,
that's that old thug.
Baby, my grandma used that. Not nobody I'm dating.
He took them teeth out and put it on the nightstand next to the gun and your wig.
Put the little thing with the cleaning stuff for the teeth.
and the whole thing is, this is the after effect of the 90s when everybody got gold.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Because he had a mouth full of gold in his mouth, and then when he took them dentures out,
yeah.
I ain't ready.
Listen, all the dope boys that used to have gold back in the day, they got dentures today.
Shit, some of the bouncers, some of them ain't even got no teeth. Some of them gumming it.
Or partials. Or some of them still got they tooth that they shaved down. And I hate seeing that. I be like, now you know what? Because when I took my golds out, I got porcelain, right? Which my other teeth are not porcelain, so they are different material. So I'm gonna have to go get that porcelain. Yeah, because you know the front, like they just not. They are transparent moment, right? Listen, but when I first got it taken out, porcelain was a better fit, but then my other crowns and partials, they different material. But anyway, it costs a lot of money. So if you get gold in your mouth, just be prepared to go ahead.
That's why you have to pull out.
First of all, let's have a quick conversation about these teeth. Y'all flying overseas to get y'all teeth done in Colombia and all that. Y'all do know if it gets scraped or chipped or knocked out, I hope you got some
Well,
money set to the
you
side to be
supposed
able to fly back to Columbia for them to fix that. Because
No.
ain't no regular dentist gonna come behind and fix that for
Well,
you.
that's why they give you like a mold cast of your regular teeth, so then that way they'll have a tooth to go by. Yeah, somebody thought it was dope, and they done unraveled my teeth. I was like, bitch, these are teeth. This is not no ounce, baby. Listen, this is a tooth. This is a set of teeth. This is a mold. I'm just telling you, too much. Y'all weren't ready.
Okay. We were not.
Okay, sorry.
We weren't ready at all.
I'm sorry. I said
it's all right.
I
It's all right.
digress.
I like
Moving right
surprises.
along.
I
Moving
like
right
surprises.
along. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just
Mhm.
moving right along.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, just they cost. Hey, the sides can cost $800 to $1,000. The front $1,200. I'm just.
I mean, how much are the veneers?
My cousin will hook y'all up for $3,500. Just inbox me, swat sheet. And I'll tell you, hustle family over here. I can get you a car. I can get you a rental car.
Yeah.
I can get your girl a wig.
CC the plug.
Shouts out to CC the plug. I can get your girl a wig, get her a rental car, and get her some detox juice. If she bloated around about in this area.
You know what? What area?
This area right around up in here. Also, we can help you out with your teeth. Just fly over there to Columbia. Hope you got a passport. $3,500. You know what I'm saying? Hustle game, baby. What you need?
Or
You need the coke or the weed.
Or y'all can just get those little flippers that look like teeth.
You can get some aluminum foil out my kitchen.
True.
And
True that.
And my auntie that aluminum
True
foil,
that.
not aluminum, that aluminum foil.
Listen.
And
True that.
you know what I'm saying? It worked. You be shining. You ice
True
drilling
that.
on them.
True
They
that.
tell the hoes at white gold. They don't know no better nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they don't know the difference between platinum and silver
Well,
and white gold. They don't know. It's okay.
I mean,
I was young
Club
once.
Shay Monique son.
Oh God. So
I
yeah.
guess we do got to
Oh
talk
yeah, we
about
did
that.
talk
This-
about
this
that.
is-
Didn't we?
this
We
is-
talked about that kind of sort of.
No, we talked about Monique.
This
We didn't
is
talk
a
about the
podcast.
son.
Well,
And then we
so
talked about-
could Monique and her husband be gaslighting the son? I'm just asking because
I knew you was gonna come with that shit.
when
But that's some real shit though.
when I heard the dad, the husband talking,
Mm-hmm.
now it's mental illness. Now we need to talk about mental illness.
Listen, everything ain't mental illness, okay? I'm glad that y'all
That's
are
what the
aware.
dad said though.
Listen, I'm glad y'all are bringing awareness to mental illness, but everything ain't mental illness. Some shit is just the
Bad
truth.
decisions. The fuck?
The truth. Some shit is just the truth.
Yeah.
Well,
Everybody's entitled to how they feel.
Until they're not entitled.
mm-hmm.
You can have that entitlement. Now, what we're gonna do with it, I don't know. But you can have it. Entitlement is free. It don't get you nowhere.
So I'm going to talk about what Regis said, right? So you saying
I'm asking.
the parents?
Yeah. I
You
was
think the
asking.
parents. I'm asking. You think the parents are gaslighting?
You don't
I think
think
he's just being really passive aggressive because
who, the son
yeah.
or the parent?
So first of all, when I saw the son's, and what he was saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's something we have talked about. We have talked about in the past where we were talking about, having kids when you're young, and you've already had some type of trauma that you dealt with and that you had to deal with, so you didn't know how to do certain things. It's like I can speak for myself. With me and my kid grew up together. I had her at 21, right? So me having a kid at 21 versus me having a kid at 31,
21.
is going to be totally different. I'm
Right.
going to raise them
True.
different. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? So he's the first one. And so also one thing I picked up, and some others too, is when he first talked about himself in the beginning, he said he was a comedian. And
Who,
I'm
the
like,
son?
okay,
The son?
yes, he did. So I'm like, okay, is he resenting his mom because he felt like his mom should have pulled him up?
A lot of it
You
do.
see what I'm saying?
A lot of it do be
Like,
a little bit
no.
resentment.
Oh, absolutely.
He said that him and his mom have no desire to be in each other's lives.
That ain't my point.
So how would I expect for somebody to lift me up if I don't even want to?
That's what he said, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you hear her rebuttal, her and her husband's rebuttal after the fact, there was like, what do you mean? This is the stuff that we've tried to do. Like, we've done these things for you because you couldn't do them on your own. Even as a grown adult, like right now, these are things that you could not do on your own, right? Mm-hmm. And I really feel like really what it is she's gotten to a place where she's like, I've healed, and I'm not about to allow this shit right here to bring me back to that place. Right. And I feel like her husband is doing more so of protecting her. Or their image, family.
Or their image.
That too. But it's more so like, but I wouldn't even say that because everything that he said, Monique had already said that it was true.
Yeah. But there's nothing wrong with that.
But that's what I'm saying. So who's doing the gaslight? I'm telling this. Monique had already said that that's the stuff that she did. But she did, it wasn't like she said, hey, I made sure his father was the one that was with them and her cousin and other people that she knew had their back. Like it wasn't a nanny, just any nanny or just some people that, you know, she wasn't just leaving the kids just anywhere all the time. Mm-hmm. Right. But again, like all of us, we say, okay, well, let me do this to try to make it better for my kid. Mm-hmm. And with that, and anybody knows, especially if it's entrepreneurship or even entertainment, what you're going to lose. The one thing you're going to do is you're not going to have the time to spend with your children the way that somebody with a 9-to-5 would, right? And so it's like, again, dealing with the traumas and stuff that she had, not knowing how to do certain things as a parent because she wasn't taught certain things, and then trying to just say, okay, this is what I had. I'm thinking I'm doing the best for my kids, right? Mm-hmm. And to this day, he's still accepting all the shit that she's giving him and still giving him the money and everything. And like I said, me listening to it, it seems like, again, he is resenting her for not bringing him along the ride. Because that's, like I said, why would you even mention that you was a comedian too then? You see what I'm saying? Like you mentioned,
but you still got to get out the mud for yourself.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. And so, because nobody ever heard of him, you know what I'm saying? And like nobody ever heard. Like nobody knew he was a comedian. Like really,
I didn't know.
So it's almost like, are you upset because she didn't put you on the platform? Are you upset because she didn't say, okay, hey y'all look at him. This is my son.
But that don't mean that. Just like the Wayans, right? They got one of their nieces. She's a female comedian, right? Mm-hmm. If I said that right or whatever. Yeah. She's funny as I don't know what.
I know you're talking about. The gay girl?
The one with the dreads. Yeah.
Oh, she's hilarious.
Right. Yeah. But see, she had to get it out the mud. Mm-hmm. And she jokes about that. She jokes about how she used to tell her mama, like, you can't tell a joke or something like the rest of the family. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes just because your parents already have a platform and then clearly you're trying to go in her footsteps, that's why I said it's entitlement.
But even if he is entitled in that space, the fact that he experienced the trauma by her not being in his life when he was younger, then when she got married, he felt alienated because her and her husband had kids themselves. So he has a lot.
No, her husband had kids.
Her husband had kids, but then they had kids together. Her and her husband.
I thought it was just his.
Because they had kids together. Remember, she got twin girls or twin. Did she got twin girls or twin boys? She had twins. Okay. So he doesn't feel a part of the unit because he ain't got the same daddy.
And I can understand that.
So hold
up. Let me pause you right there too on that same topic. Okay. So if you saw in that message that he had brought out, he kept calling him what? To do what?
Daddy.
Exactly. Being passive aggressive. You see what I'm saying? As if he didn't know. So here's the thing. Now, and see, I'm looking at it from both angles because Monique came back and said, yeah, we didn't have you calling him daddy, even though he's been in your life forever, because you always known him as your uncle. Because he was no. So this how she said she met him because they grew up together, the guy. He was like her best friend. If you watched her on Shay Shay, She told it. You know what I'm saying? She was like, he was my best friend. Even when I was messing up, being with this dude, I got married. He was at my wedding. But she basically said, like, that was like, he always had her back no matter what.
Right. Okay.
It wasn't no funny nothing. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why the son always knew him as uncle. Is because you knew him when it wasn't none of this. You know, when you grew up with him. So that's why they never had him go in and be like, oh, now this your daddy, or let's call him daddy. You see what I'm saying? Like, that would have been different. That would have been weird.
That. I understand.
And so it's like sometimes people have to take account and say, hey, yeah, sometimes it ain't them, sometimes it's me. I alienate myself. And I can speak to that just like you know. But I talked to you about this with my child.
Right.
When she goes through the stuff she's going through, and I really want to be mama bear, but I'm like, she grown. So what I had to do, I had to alienate myself. I had to step back.
Yeah. You as the parent.
Right. And she probably saw it as, oh, mom just really ain't talking to me, or she not right now, or this, that, and the other. And it's like, no, I had to stand in my place and allow you to grow in this space that you have right now and what you're going through. And that meant that I had to back up from it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
I could understand.
I feel like people, sometimes it's people that alienate themselves, though. You know what I'm saying? We do that right now. I know people could, but there was a trauma that had to occur before the alienation happened. Mm-hmm.
Or something that he took as a trauma.
Right.
Sometimes certain things happen and you sitting here like being over dramatic and it really wasn't that deep.
But it's not fair for us to say how somebody should express themselves when they have trauma.
Correct. I'm not going to tell you how to express. All we can do is talk about
If he felt it and he wanted to take it this way, because I can see he looked like he got mama issues, and this is where a lot of men are. And he said he was married and he had kids. Right? Did you hear him say that?
Oh yeah.
I wonder how that shows up in his relationship.
Horrible.
Well, first of all, yeah, it's showing up horrible. But let's remember, you are an entitled person who ain't really been doing shit for yourself, because your parents, when you in your 30s, had to buy you a car, had to do this for you, had to do that for you.
Oh, so that's an entitlement.
But this is what I'm telling you. Right. But here's the thing, but you haven't showed up for your family that you done created. You see what I'm saying? So how is really more so like, okay.
But that's that woman fault they married him too, but that's another topic.
But still, so it's like sometimes you get to cut off. And let's be real. A lot of times, not just this situation, but a lot of situations, people will say, oh, accountability. I just said it because accountability. When in actuality, a lot of times they don't really want the accountability because they got it. Just like Monique she have already apologized to her son. Mm-hmm. That's the fact. She can't change that.
She can't.
But you still want the entitlement. But then you want to scrutinize her name. But guess what?
No, that ain't. We passed entitlement.
But here's the thing.
He's a victim. He wants to be a victim.
That is attention, because if she's apologized to you in private,
right?
And now that she does this interview, you want to go public about some shit that we already done discussed.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree.
Got past it.
Right, I definitely agree with that.
He only went.
But what I'm not talking. I agree with that, but what I'm speaking of is not just this situation when I'm talking about the accountability. A lot of times you get the accountability from the person where they'll sit here and say, well, I admit blah, 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 blah. I apologize for this, for that, right? But guess what? You still ain't satisfied, because it's not that you really want the accountability. You want the punishment. You see what I'm saying? You want them to be hurt. You want something to happen to them. You want them to be canceled. You see what I'm saying? Because think about it. Monique has been shamed or blackballed for 20 years. Now she's coming out of it.
Damn, it's been that long?
Yeah. No. Now it's been a minute. I ain't gonna say that long, but
like 20.
But I'm just saying. So now that she's coming out of that, and she's starting to do well again. But here you come, like okay. Come on.
No, okay. So remember, we was talking about when you speak your truth.
I said 94, but you ain't hear me.
Oh, go ahead.
When you speak your truth deals with somebody else.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That truth may not be
their
the
truth.
way exactly
right.
And this is what, because So what the son was doing, even if he was using the platform to gain popularity for himself or whatever, she still brought it. Shay still brought him up. She still brought this man's name up and she wanted to deliver the message as she was healed. She gave it over to the universe, and it was gonna be what it was. Mm-hmm. He, on the other hand, wanted to clarify it ain't gonna be nothing. She dead to me. The relationship dead.
And that wasn't even.
But it
wasn't right. What was
and it was a false narrative. Well, she said that she had put in the universe for them to work on the relationship.
Again, but what did they have? He didn't have no valid reason to speak out.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to say something so I can pull this trigger.
Exactly.
I'm waiting for I can pull this trigger.
And that's I said punishment.
Okay, punishment. I want to expose you because I still have trauma and you ain't shit to me. And I want the world to know that you ain't shit to me. So, maybe he do want to punish her. Maybe he do feel entitled. But to get on TV to say how he feels is irrelevant, that's still gaslight. The daddy still was a gaslight to me. Should we air our dirty laundry out on TV? No. Should Monique have answered Shay questions to me? Can we talk about something else?
It's always a motherfucker that's gonna have something to say. You could ask me something right now about somebody in my family or somebody
have
close
an
to
interview
me
about you,
and you gonna answer it.
No,
or you gonna deflect?
I'm probably gonna deflect because what we talk about in private is what we talk about in private, and that goes back to what I was saying. If I've already apologized to you in private and we discussed this and we hashed it out, why is it just because somebody asked me about it in an interview, you feel the need to go and speak about the shit?
Because she didn't give no details in the interview.
She did.
That was a very small portion.
But anything. So when somebody got a problem with you, anything you say gonna be a problem.
Exactly. Yeah.
So she could have said he will. She don't know. She ain't talked to me in 20 years.
I'm out here
listen. And that's
yeah.
So he hurt. He is the little kid. She can't. Mm-hmm. She can't. He gonna have to go on his own journey. But he is hurt and he is traumatized by the person who was supposed to give him love.
And here's another thing though to think about.
I don't see how you
because she got a man. She has a man who truly has her back now, right? She has somebody that really got her back.
Yeah, well,
and say, hey, we don't know behind closed doors, Daddy, what's his name?
I don't know his name, Daddy. That's whatever. All I got.
I'm telling you, he probably don't put his foot down when it came to this stuff. He probably don't put his foot down and say, hey.
He did. He said that the mom, him, and the dad. I don't know how old the boy is. How old is the son?
He's 30s, to my understanding.
They all got together to talk about the son and his mental illness. This is what Daddy said. So y'all having conversations trying to get him committed to the public. This is what you said on your interview. You didn't hear that part?
No, you smile on the rebuttal.
I logged out. I ain't even gonna.
Yeah, on the rebuttal.
No, that was on the rebuttal. That's after the son.
Yeah, after the son.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't even in.
So the baby daddy and Monique is and the husband talking. Everybody talking.
So that's what they were saying. No, they were saying that as a family unit, they knew some stuff was going on, and as a family, that's how I took it. As a family unit, they were trying to get him help. You know what I'm saying? That's how I saw it.
Is it mental illness or is it that he is reacting?
Is it mental illness or is it just a nigga that want to do what he want to do?
We don't know.
Because he called out the community and said we need to start addressing mental illness.
So who he saying is mental?
The son.
So the son mental. Listen, y'all not gonna blame everything on mental illness just because this nigga just want to do what he want to do.
I think, you know what though? So here it is.
Is that a mental issue?
From what I was getting from even with Monique with her interview, right? And she talked about it. She talked about her going through her mental illness, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're using the word mental illness and we're perceiving it as somebody who's like bipolar or has schizophrenia. You know what I'm saying? Like we're taking it over here to this extreme instead of really talking about, hey,
the post-traumatic
this person is just emotionally
PTSD.
Right. They're just emotionally in a bad space where, you know what I'm saying? Like it's levels to it. And I think when you say just, you know, mental illness, we think of the extreme when really it's not even there.
But we
even
all
like
got
depression.
post-traumatic
You know what I'm
stress. We
saying?
black.
So it's a lot of shit. It's
Black
a lot of
people-
stuff.
Something as
All
a black
black people
person,
got
something
post-traumatic
traumatized you at some point in your life.
Oh,
Okay.
we black.
My daddy taking that belt and going, that's traumatizing to me. Like
You got PTSD when you see
Especially
a
like
belt.
the
You go to
way
swim.
the bush outside my grandma's house is traumatizing because that's the bush we had to go pick a switch from.
Yeah.
That's traumatizing.
Don't let her tell you to get 3 so you can braid them. Baby.
That's
What was traumatizing for me was my auntie brushing my hair. She could brush the skin off my goddamn head.
Oh, it's a certain brush that's
But
traumatizing to me.
But if you
if
if you publicly disagree with someone in your family, and then they said, "Oh, she has a mental illness,"
That would piss me off.
that would be like that's a false narrative.
So you trying to say I'm retarded because I told everybody
That's
that
a
now
false
the wolf
narrative.
I am?
But why is it that the people that do the victimizing get to label the people that respond as being having a mental illness?
What you respond to. So you should
Listen, at some point, I know it's politically incorrect, but at some point, I'm gonna just hit y'all with this. Everything ain't mental illness. Some of y'all motherfuckers is retarded. Let's just call it what it is. You is retarded. You is a retard.
The opinions
of why you can't say that.
Listen, because I don't know. I done looked at her 2 times and she keeps saying it. I'm like, girl, you sitting there. The ADA gonna be calling us tomorrow. Y'all said,
put out the internet,
girl. But I really do wish them well. I mean, because even when Cat Williams was acting out, oh, he got a mental illness. When Kanye was acting out, oh, he got a mental illness. Everybody that speak out against the masses or they speak out against them got a mental illness.
And they
everybody.
Don't. And they don't. And I wish people would stop.
Cat Williams got a mental illness. He on the dope.
So being on dope and
that's gas
like 2 different things.
Rick Ross said Tia is acting out because her mama on crack. What they got to do with Tia on the internet exposing your business? Listen, I don't know.
Is it emotional illness or is it mental?
Because like I feel like that because even like it just being like real transparent. Even for me, if somebody did something to me and I said something, then I'm the problem. Whenever you speak out, you the problem.
Of course.
Why is that? Like, why are we victimizing the victim?
Freedom of speech really is not free. It's always going to cost you something, especially in today's society. And as soon as the people understand this, that's why everybody's about standing on business. As soon as the people understand this and just own your shit.
Own it.
Hold on. Learn how to conduct the business that you standing on.
Please.
Stop saying that. I'm standing on business.
I'm just saying own it though. Own it. You have to own your mess.
Okay, business owner.
But that's what they do. I just feel like it's time for people to just stop like looking at the actual victims as they the problem when the person that has victimized them. I mean, like they need to be held accountable.
But here's the thing:
sometimes
the victims are the problem.
You are the problem.
Sometimes, and what I mean by that, right?
Admit it. Sometimes you the problem.
Sometimes you have people that vibe that thrive off the woe is me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
So you have people who just ain't learning the lessons that they're supposed to learn. And that's why they stay stuck. And they keep going through the same stuff, having the same cycle. And they'll be the same ones, and they'll be like, oh,
because they didn't do the work. Like they're not doing the work.
Go ahead.
So you're not learning the lesson, so you keep going through the lesson, or you keep getting
You're gonna keep repeating it
Right.
until
This fool said you keep getting kept back in school. So you in school.
You keep getting kept back because
In life.
you're not learning.
right.
Right.
I wonder if God sometimes say, "Are you remedial?" Like,
So is this why my car keep getting stolen?
Free will.
What is it that I'm not learning out of
I
this
don't
lesson?
To get a
No.
different car.
she do know she need a different car.
So
Now I will agree with that. In due time, though, I do agree with that. You know, you need a new car, a different car. Yeah, it is what it is.
I mean, but it's okay because you got it.
But I'm telling you, as soon as you learn the lesson, you're gonna go to another.
You'll go
level.
to a different level in your life.
Every
right.
time.
I agree with that.
Every time.
I agree with that one.
I get it. I felt like that for a long time when I worked for the county. I'm like, man, I ain't nowhere else for me to go. I done hit the ceiling. Like, I done learned everything I
In
need to
certain
learn.
situations, you do.
It's like you
ceiling.
keep hitting the ceiling. Like, what am I supposed to go? You can't bust out. You're gonna have to go left or right.
And that's it. And
You
listen,
gotta
in
go.
life, that
Yeah.
can be in friendships,
Mhm.
jobs,
Relationships.
Anything.
Because a lot of y'all realizing today that you is the Shirley and you need the
Barbara.
you didn't hit this. Hey, you gotta go left or right.
Right.
You,
But speaking of that, so
you gotta stay or go. You
right.
gotta go and stay.
Right. And then speaking of that,
We was talking
it's,
about
you know, as far as relationships and stuff, it's like you asked earlier, like the whole Valentine's Day stuff, you know. Is it a problem if you don't get a gift or something happen or you don't do anything? And I guess for me, it ain't no problem.
Ain't no problem.
It ain't no problem at all.
Cause we at this age of 50. Listen, we understand. We would rather have $100 spend on the flowers.
Because first of all,
than
we
the
don't
flowers.
know
Who is
nobody
50?
who's 50.
Who is
So
50?
we don't know what she's talking about.
Everybody right here.
No.
She's
They want a
listen,
lot of y'all.
do not allow this lady here to continue with the narrative.
I gotta
of
tell y'all
somebody
the
in
truth
50.
about the truth. The truth
No,
is
that's your truth. Let
you
be
closer to
50.
50 than you are 40.
No, I'm not.
The lies.
No, I'm not.
The clock go forward.
I don't give a damn about no clock.
You never
Hey,
go.
time is not even a thing.
Time keeps on.
First of all, time is not a thing. It's the figment of your imagination. So,
okay.
At the end of the day,
Well, this man.
if you want to claim 50 for yourself, by all means, sweetheart, go right ahead and do that.
we're 50.
But start saying we. 'Cause
Of course
no,
we're 50.
She
you.
just be speaking French.
Of course we're 50.
She just be speaking French.
So I don't know what traumatic
Oui.
experience has happened to her
Parlez-vous
to
français?
where she wants to be older than what she really
All right.
is.
When you was
Parlez-vous?
15, did you want to be 16?
No,
Oh, that wasn't you?
hell no.
Was that you?
Not really.
When you was 16, did you want to be 18?
Let me tell you something.
Oh! Here go the lies. How y'all know? Now
Get ready.
It lies.
No.
Go ahead.
Listen.
Let me
first
tell
of
you
all-
something.
First of all, when I was about 16, out of our crew,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I was the one that didn't have no curfew. So I didn't want to be no older than what I
Okay.
was. I was cool. They
Cool.
had the curfew.
So
I
you
didn't.
never said, I can't wait till I'm.
No.
Listen. I didn't want to be grown.
Y'all never said that you didn't want to be grown?
Nah,
Now I take
nah.
that back. I did say when I was around 18, 19, I was ready to be 21.
That was so we can go to the liquor store and
It-
get in the
That's
club.
what I was about to say. So
Okay.
I can do that.
So,
But
That was it. But after 21, it was like
we grown already.
we didn't hit it.
We
Now,
trying to, man, I was 25 for damn 7, 8, 9 years. I'm telling you, I ain't want to grow. Look, ask anybody. I cried at my high school graduation
why?
because I ain't want to pay no bills.
Oh, yeah.
I did not want to. I was like, what I supposed to do now? Even though you already have these quote unquote wannabe plans, normally never goes how you want it. But I literally cried. I'm dead ass serious. I put down everything. I actually cried because I'm like, man, I do not want to be an adult. I am not ready to be an adult. I don't want responsibilities right now. Like everything, when it was graduation, it was almost like looking at and like your life just saying, just playing back. And I was just like, I do not want this right now. I want to stay a kid as long as I could.
I've been lying.
That was just me though.
Forever.
I loved it.
When I was 13, I was 15. When I was
We
15,
had our
I was
dramas, but me
17.
and my homies like,
Hey, that.
We were doing fun stuff. You know what I'm saying? We were doing fun stuff.
I was already doing fun stuff, but I still wanted to be older because I didn't want people to be like, "Oh, you so young." Because I always hung out with my older cousin and my aunt, and they like 2 years older than me. I want to be their age.
Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna lie, I did talk to older niggas.
I did.
We all did, so we can't talk about our.
Well, I didn't talk to nobody older than 2 years older than me.
How old you thought Red was?
Girl, don't keep talking about Red.
I'm just saying. I'm just using that
Girl,
as a reference.
let me look at the picture. Hold on.
I knew then, but I don't remember now. I told the girl.
What? That was a man.
Wow.
That's why he said what he said.
Man.
Right. That's why he said what he said.
We'll talk about that off air.
The after show. But yeah, so
that happened a long time ago, y'all.
I mean, it's
another life.
We didn't even say what the man said. Why is you saying all that?
Look, just in case anybody ask me about it, anybody know him.
Who is it? Right.
Girl, you know how many people named Red?
Girl, you know you fine.
Boy called me.
Girl, you know you
Hey,
fine.
Red. I'm like, who he talking to? Because y'all, that is not my name. Hey, Red.
If we was in the hood, you is Red.
No. We still walking. We coming from 112 when it was on Peachtree. Hey, Red. Girl, he ain't talking to me. Come on, hurry up.
He was.
Then I almost got hit by a car. That he had saved me from getting hit by a car. I was like, well, now I gotta talk to him.
Exactly. So save your life.
He said, you heard me when I was saying, hey, Red. I did, but that ain't my name. I don't like that. And my hair was red back then, so it was like
the original Sexy Red.
Right.
No, you know Charlie Baltimore had red hair back in the 90s.
I'm done.
You remember?
Not Charlie Baltimore.
Yeah. Every thug needs a lady.
Oh,
yeah. We're going to listen to that video. But we didn't even talk about relationships. We did. We talked about a mother and son relationship.
I mean,
because you know they crazy. Because you remember my son said.
I mean, one of my questions is love enough?
Love is never enough.
Not no more. Not with inflation.
First of all,
not with inflation.
No.
Not with inflation.
One, I think people lack the capacity to love someone in the term of actual love. Like I just really don't think it's possible.
What type of love you need?
Because
you need financial.
Love, I mean,
you need financial,
you know,
emotional.
you're gonna break it down. That agape or that love. What is the word? What's the word?
5 different ones, ain't it?
That's what it is.
It's 5 different loves.
I'm saying, but the agape. What is it? Agape?
Euros.
Not that one.
Agape.
Agape. I think it's agape.
Yeah.
I think that's the love that everybody relate to, though.
Emotional, financial. What type of love do you need?
That ain't love. That's
she said, "Do you need more than love?" And
I said, "It's love enough."
It's love enough. Yeah.
A lot of us women find ourselves settling for men.
I don't think love
or whatever
enough.
Because we love them. We giving second chances to somebody who ain't really worthy of giving second chances to.
Do you love that person, or do you love the interpretation in your head of that person?
You love that person. But that's why the question is love enough though?
But that's
what we end up doing. You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of times we stay longer because we love them. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we just really lack loving ourselves. You know what I'm saying? When you get well, I'm just saying.
No, I don't think it's enough at all. Like, I mean, I don't. I'm saying because how.
Speak on it, Sean.
And it just I just feel like love is just a multifaceted word. It is not just one thing. And most people think of love as a strong like, not in what love really entails, right? And you need more than just love, because one, you have to be somebody's friend.
You have to start
You have to remain friends.
I need you to be strong.
You have to say, you have to be the friend, and then you have to remain friends, and then you have to be friends even when you don't want to be friends. I don't even like you.
I need you to be strong while I'm weak. And
I don't even like you today.
I need you to have that strength.
So they already said, I think we seen it on tonight's conversation on one of their clips where, and let me see if I can get this correctly, where it was said, like men, right, they would take respect over love, and women will take
stability,
security over love, right? And so it's also given, and that's why I just asked the question though, because I think a lot of times we find ourselves in situations or relationships, however you want to call them, right? We find ourselves, I'm just saying, because it's
situations.
I call it situations for the fact that it's always some shit, if that makes sense. And it's almost like, why am I still here? You know, you quote unquote love this person. You don't want harm to them. You want the best for them. You know, you think about them when it's decisions that need to be made and stuff. You don't just think about yourself and all that. But then it's like, thinking like, okay, what like love is. Some people say, well, love hurts. And then you'll have others to say,
love is long.
Me personally, I feel that love ain't supposed to hurt. You
don't.
You know, exactly.
If your love hurt, I don't want it.
Exactly.
Love is long suffering. Not is supposed to hurt.
I still kind of disagree with that
Bible
too.
say,
it's not. Because first of all, God ain't ever intended that for us. So God is love. So how are we gonna sit here? Love is long suffering, but God
no, that's what it says in the word.
Endure.
Love is patient.
Love is kind. All that, right?
Love is long suffering. That's what they say in that same.
But it's not just that. You just said.
Yeah, it's patient. Yeah, it's all these things.
We can't leave the rest of that
out. Oh no, you can't.
Because what we're doing is making it seem like love is supposed to be something that we supposed to just go through just because when you think of somebody saying love is suffering. You see what I'm saying? Think about what suffering is.
But
right. So I'm just saying, like, when it is love just enough because
love is a learning process.
Because we find ourselves in positions a lot where that person that we love ain't even, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not reciprocating how we think that they should be reciprocating. You see what I'm saying? And so it's like, do you draw the line somewhere and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't even think that we teach people how to love us anymore. Yeah. We be settling for their type of love, and that's some shit that we don't even want.
That's why you have to tell them, this is how I want to be loved.
That's why I said love is
and
learning.
If they love you, then they'll make the adjustments. Because I don't know how you want to be loved,
right?
If I ain't never been around with you. Right, I'm only gonna love you based on my previous experiences.
And right, and
right or wrong or indifferent, it's up to you to be able to vocally express how you want to be loved, and then it's up to us to be friends for us to even have that space to say what we gotta say.
So when that person ain't loving you, how you express how you need to be loved and what
you say, hey, let me talk to you, Sean.
Right. Let me.
Okay. So after that conversation, they still
that shit you had did,
and their behavior ain't changed.
I don't fuck with it.
Hey,
fuck with it.
And then we gonna agree to disagree. And then we got to go. We got to go. We have to split. We have to split ways.
Don't do that shit no more. That shit you had did.
But this is what I was saying, because even from last week, because we were saying something about like you gotta tell people what you like, but you also gotta be willing to do stuff they like.
Of course.
So it's like love is for real more so a sacrifice than anything, because you have to give up some of you. And I'm not saying give up all of you, because that's where we mess up at, and then that's where we start resenting our partners.
Don't lose yourself.
When you start giving up who you are internally to be in a relationship, you start losing yourself, then you start resenting things. So don't do that. Always be true to yourself, but then be with somebody strong enough and secure enough to understand who you are as an individual as well. But so we said that last week, but sacrificing in a relationship is love fade, man.
I mean, you definitely gonna have to
love
compromise.
fade.
I don't think love don't fade.
Love
being in love fades.
Love
but love
fade.
doesn't fade. In my opinion, love does not fade.
I love you less today.
Nah.
I love you more yesterday. Yeah, it's an energy. It could be transferred, but it's not. It's a wave. It's a wave. All emotions are a wave. Grief is a wave. Happiness is a wave. Sadness is a wave. It's just waves. These are just vibrations that we have and that we experience, and that's all emotions are. That's how I think. And you just gotta ride the wave. You gotta be able to surf.
I get that. I agree with you on the wave, but at the end of the day, yeah, you may have these different waves that some are bigger and some are small, but what's the thing that's constant in all that? The fact is it's still water. You see what I'm saying? So that's what the love is.
Water. The foundation.
Well, wave is coming from the water, or it could be whatever.
Sound
I'm just thinking
wave.
about I love water, so I'm thinking about waves in the
Yeah.
water. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, even with that, hell, it's still a frequency. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be there regardless.
It is.
So that's why I look at love. Like love is there.
It's
you know what I'm saying? Now being in love, that's where the waves come in at.
But it may be higher over here.
Right.
It may be lower over here. It's not gonna be the same.
But it is still there. So that's why
it is. Right. I'm not saying it's not gonna be there if you just love something. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's in waves. Like you said, in love can fade. Love can be a little lower today, a little higher tomorrow. To me,
the frequency of your love can change.
I don't know.
That's what you're saying. I'm asking really. I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
Yeah, basically.
The frequency of your love can change.
Yeah, but it's still love. It's just
how much of it I got for you today may not be the same amount I'm gonna have for you.
Cause it's hard to love somebody on days you don't like them.
Say that again.
I mean, some people you do love and just don't fucking like them at all,
and that could be the case too.
And that be it. That's just like I don't know. Some people have a difference of opinion when it comes to love because
I can love you and don't fuck with you.
That's what I'm about to say. That's exactly what I'm about to say. You have people that you might have been in a relationship with, and it was good, it was deep, it was whatever, and then something happened where it messed it up.
And now
you'll have some people that say, "Well, I don't love that person no more." You know what I'm saying?
Well, you never loved them.
That's what I would say.
Right. If I loved you at one point, I'm always gonna love you.
And I do have like a chapter about that too. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Segue.
Yeah.
Go ahead and drop the book.
No, I'm just saying because love is an energy. I do believe that.
Love is definitely an energy. Love is a battlefield.
Hey, and it's love day. But if your love higher today, if the love is higher today and gonna be low tomorrow, then you don't need that love.
I need you to be like,
so what would y'all say to y'all
on a day-to-day basis? Your love do this shit.
What would y'all say to y'all younger self about relationships?
Oh, that is a very good question because we were talking about this earlier today, and I'm just speaking for me. I don't know what y'all did, but I sold myself short so many times. I would tell my younger self, don't rush to be okay with not fitting in. You don't have to tolerate certain behaviors from people because you feel obligated. Obligation is not love. Big thing for me. Obligation is not love. Mm-hmm. Obligation is not love. Like I'm gonna just keep saying that. Obligation is not love. It is not love. And I know I dealt with people who abused me mentally, emotionally, physically, and even in dealing with them, the damage it did to my self-esteem, the damage it did to to my emotional being, just relearning how to love myself after those things took years.
Right.
And then just looking at, but yeah, leave them fuck boys alone. Hey, that's it. That's what I tell my younger self. Leave them fuck boys alone, little girl. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Let me hug you. Let me hug you. Come here. Let me hug you, because we grew up in the 90s. So you know that was big drug time money. Like, hey, leave them boys alone, baby. Leave them boys alone. They don't love themselves. Leave them alone.
I think I would tell my younger self to move around and not on no whole shit. Just let me clarify. Move around meaning you don't have to invest so much time in a situation that's not you're not benefiting from it. You don't have to be in a situation because that's what your family think you're supposed to do. Or because your family is saying doing that, or because that's what looks right and looks normal, but behind closed doors, you're not happy. You know what I'm saying? And just being afraid to step out there and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely would tell my younger self, like, hey, you spending too much time. You done reached your ceiling with this. Keep it pushing. You ain't gotta be here if you don't want to be here. Yeah. And I feel like I spent too much time invested in a situation that I didn't really need to be in anymore. You know what I'm saying? So when you move a certain way, you move a certain way. Meaning somebody said something to me when I was in a situation when I was younger, and it's gonna sound crazy for me to repeat it because you're not gonna get it. But in the moment when that person said it, I was like, what kind of fucking Star Wars Jedi mind trick is this shit you saying to me? But then when I started really paying attention and I started going through it, I understood exactly what it was. And what she said to me, I was crying and I was upset about a situation I was in. And she looked me dead in my face and she said, nah, you ain't tired. You ain't tired yet. But you'll know when you're tired.
Yeah.
You'll know when you're tired. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, because you'll leave.
Exactly.
You'll
and
leave.
When I got tired, when I really got tired, I did, get the fuck on. And this is the type of tired where you don't even want to talk to nobody.
Oh, yeah.
You don't even want to vent about it. You don't even want to complain about it.
You just done.
You just done. It ain't nothing else to say.
Namaste.
It ain't nothing else. It ain't nothing else to really, talk about. And also, because I just told, a friend, another associate of mine this today. She was complaining to me, venting to me about a situation. And the nigga threw some money at her. Oh, I'm gonna keep the money, but I ain't fucking with that nigga. And I told her, I said, you ain't tired yet. I don't give a fuck if I'm on my last dollar and this nigga throw me some money. I'm gonna get that shit right back to you. I'm gonna give it right back to you because I don't want you to think nothing. So,
you definitely have to not accept anything.
Correct. When you really, really tired, you tired. Like it ain't nothing else really to do. And I felt like I invested in too much time in situations that I ain't really need to be in. Right. But I just kept dealing with it. So, when you get older, and now that I'm older,
don't cry.
Don't cry, because now that I'm older, you know what I'm saying? It's like, now I'm at a point now where I'm like, yeah, I'm going to head on out. I'm going to head out. And I still get mad at myself because I still feel like there's times where it took me too long to even say that. So I'm still working on it, but I will get up and get the fuck on a lot quicker than I used to.
So, because we just was talking about this. So sometimes you can leave prematurely too, though, right? Because we live in a time and age where we say, fuck it. Yeah, and we don't even know if we gonna miss out on our blessings, but if we just say fuck it.
And that's when you pray for discernment.
Yeah, you gotta have
have discernment. Yeah. You have to have a little bit of discernment to even know when shit start feeling like I've been here before. I start feeling a little bit of deja vu.
Yeah, I don't want to feel nothing like I don't want to feel.
I don't want to do this.
But speaking of discernment, because I had in my morning ritual this morning anyway, so I said the same thing, right? I was like, they always say you could create your own life with your words, but then they say you want to be in the will of God. So I was just questioning, where do you find the balance? Because you want to create your life. You want to create the life that you want to live, right? But then if the life I live ain't in alignment with God's will, then what? Am I not gonna be blessed? But anyway, that's another day, another time. Hey, that's why it takes me 2 hours to get dressed in the morning, because
Listen.
But that's what was on, that was in my spirit this morning. So when you said discernment, I was like, shit, I was just on that this morning.
And I pray for discernment every day.
Yeah.
Because I know I ain't got it. The Lord sometimes himself got to slap me with his sandal, because the signs, I be praying, Lord, send me a sign. It'll start thundering.
Hey, so
Lord, send me a sign. It'll start hailing.
Let me say this. So for me, right? Oh, it's a lot.
What you say?
Don't question your worth.
Definitely don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't think that because you see potential in people that they're going to change. When they show you who they are,
Believe them.
You need to believe them the first time.
All right.
Right? And also, don't dismiss, back to your word, discernment, don't dismiss your intuition. Because a lot of times as women, young girls, little girls, that's just something that we have that's within us, right, already. We're born with intuition. We know this. And when you start feeling a certain kind of way and you start seeing these signs, or you just feeling it, go with your gut feeling. Because 9 times out of 10, 9.999%, you're correct. And raise your standards higher.
Leave the dark boys alone. Okay, good.
And the reason why is because, like, so I did things so different with mine than you know what I'm saying? I can't say then what my mom did. It's just that you learn and the times were different, right? So it's almost like a lot of times we would sit here and be like, you want to be to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already know how I am. Like, y'all probably get the most of me as far as me opening up, right? Because I go on my little shell. Nobody would know what the hell going on.
That's crap.
Because I am working it out. I'm in the shell trying to get stuff together. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want, or it's almost like, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm just saying for myself, it's like I always want to help people and don't want to ask for the help.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or dismiss when I need help.
Right.
And so with all of that, it's like, take care of yourself first.
Always.
And because if you're not well, if you don't love yourself, you can't be well for nobody else. You can't help nobody else, and you can't love nobody else.
What they tell you on the plane?
What?
What do they say on the plane?
Oh, girl, shut up. I don't know.
Put the mask
Put the
on
mask on
yourself first.
But
Before
let's
you
be
try to help
reality. The
somebody else.
reality of it is what?
No, what the Bible say. Get the fleck out your own eye. Listen, you got to take care of you first. You can't help nobody if you ain't okay.
We know this. We're told this all the time,
Yeah.
but practicing it is something totally different.
No, it's
No,
okay
it
to be
is.
selfish.
No. When you're not taught or you don't have a habit of something, right? That's like what we was talking about earlier. If you was never taught something, how you gonna teach somebody
Right.
something?
You
So
right.
you have to go seek You have to go.
I'm gonna show you how to be.
You have to go and
Shit.
seek
Fuck them, girl.
certain things. You know what I'm saying, to fulfill yourself, and a lot of times you're not gonna get that from your parents.
Because you're an only child too. So
I am the only child.
yeah,
That's right.
So, yeah, you don't.
So
have to have
well, that my mama had.
You can only teach what you've been taught.
Exactly. So you have to go and seek other things for yourself.
And so because that probably made you have a bigger heart. So yeah, that's a good message for your younger self.
I can go on and on.
No,
I can go on and on.
Listen, first of all,
On and on.
see, y'all thought what happened was right because
the
y'all
wine.
thought that we was gonna be sitting here talking about hey Amanda, y'all thought we was gonna be sitting here talking about relationships whole time. Now we over
Set
here.
ourselves up.
Yeah.
I did that so many times.
Yeah, we over here about to start crying when y'all get up when y'all leave.
I ain't about to. I won't shed a tear.
Baby.
But that's what it is. You know,
no.
stop giving too much of yourself so
Yeah.
early. Stop, you know.
Yeah.
Just stop it. Stop it.
Yeah.
Get
Stop. Hey, cause listen,
People fall in love with the potential of people.
man, potential or status. And
Yeah.
and then they don't even like you. And then that's something that we should probably do a show about. Cause some people are in relationship with people that don't even really like them.
Hello.
Facts.
And that's what's sad. Cause I was telling you, like, that made me really sad to just see somebody begging for love. Cause I was that person. And like seeing her beg for love from a person that's void of giving it because they don't even love themselves. It was like, I want to tell them. But then I wish somebody would have told me.
Man, I had to ask a bitch literally one time, bitch, do you even really like me?
Did she
Or
say
do you
yes?
like the idea of me because it's like you're wasting my motherfucking time? You say
What
you
she-
want to do all this other shit, and then when I'm here, bitch, you don't do shit. So do you even really
Hey,
like me?
we still hurt.
I was never hurt. I just want to know because to
What she
this day,
say?
to this day, I ain't got a motherfucking answer.
So you still talk to her?
No, I don't.
I wouldn't either.
I told you I wasn't about to waste my time.
Oh, another thing.
Oh, okay.
But
Don't be afraid to cut folks off. Cut them off fast.
cut them off.
Like the light.
The-
Turn them off.
The first time a motherfucker got
Cut
you
'em out.
fucked up, who? Because listen,
Cut 'em out.
Leave them where?
I'm still working
Where?
on it. I'm still working on
Where
it.
they
But
at
the
you?
first time a motherfucker got you fucked up,
Mm.
this is why I got my read report on, because I want you to see at what time of day it was you had me fucked up with what you had said. You said what? $40 at 9:53. You had me fucked up when you asked me for that. I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm just gonna leave it right there.
Well, do we need closing thoughts? I don't
Nope.
think we need no closing thoughts after
Yeah,
that.
that was our closing up.
Those were our closing thoughts. So
Baby,
listen,
you know you
I'm
fine.
well, this drink
Baby,
got me, you know.
fine.
I know, I was just-
I'm feeling good.
Babe, you know you fine. Babe, you know you fine.
It's a lot.
Babe, you know you
Happy Valentine's Day,
Yeah,
happy
so-
Valentine Day, whatever y'all want to call
So
it.
we're gonna leave that with y'all tonight.
All
Y'all,
of that.
y'all learned a little bit about us, and
fine. They didn't care. Y'all didn't care.
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And we will see.
We're
y'all
going to cry
soon.
when the camera go off. Listen. Oh,
Never knew what I was missing, but I knew when I started kissing, I found
All right.
love.
All right, so look, y'all, that's enough for tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in to Lipstick and Lies. We will see you guys at the beaches of the banks because don't nothing move until the money moves.
period.
And we are out of here.
We
people.
done. We out of here.
Thank you for tuning in to Lipstick and Lies podcast. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Oh, and don't forget to set your notifications on all of our social media platforms, especially YouTube. But hey, if you missed us, no worries. Head on over to our website, lipstickandlies.com, and you can find all of our latest episodes. That's LIPSTIKNLIES.com. All right. Good night and see you next week.